I'm a recent graduate from Parul University. I was not sure which one I had to choose. Okay. So my dream company was Google. Get the knowledge, CGPA will come behind you. And I did over 600 plus questions.
Hello guys, myself Varun. This is the first podcast in our YouTube channel. In this podcast, I have invited Sajan brother. He was our college senior. He has studied in the Parul University. In recent placements, he has secured 27 LPA. In this podcast, we have talked a lot about tech. He has shared all his experiences. So if you are an engineering student and actively looking to crack the placement in your college, so this video is for you. We have discussed lots of things in this video, so definitely these things will be helping you. So if you are interested, please continue the podcast. If you haven't subscribed our channel yet, subscribe our channel. In future, you will be receiving more such videos like this. Now enjoy the podcast. Sajan bro.
Hello.
So before getting into the podcast, so one thing I wanted to convey to you. So it's my experience. First time I have seen before 2 months. So it was on LinkedIn. Parul University has posted your picture in the LinkedIn, saying that this guy got selected in so and so company with so and so package. So at that time, I sent you a connection request and you have accepted that. So after that, I have started following you on LinkedIn regularly. So whatever you post, I used to see that, and I observed most of the people has commented ki what we should do to get high packages. So what is your plan? They have expressed their own doubts regarding these placements. So what I observed is, so you have tried your best to reply all of the messages.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, all of that. And one day suddenly I have seen ki you have written a blog separately where you have described all the methods you should follow, what you have followed, improvements. So you have written each and everything on that blog.
Yeah.
So then I thought ki this was the person who is always open, opens up his ideas, ready to share the things to his junior mates.
Yep. I would say why not? If it is helping somebody, it is better to do it, right? Why not?
Yeah. So then you were in my mind at that time ki this was the person who I'm going to ask in future if I am get stuck in somewhere in the placement journey. So you were in my mind like that, and when we got idea to start the podcast, so the first person came to my mind was you.
Okay.
So as soon as I got the idea of this podcast, I have dropped a message in LinkedIn, and the peak part, the best part, is like you have replied within 5 minutes. मैंने पूछा कि are you ready for the podcast? Are you ready to share it on screen? So you have said like okay. So I was really amazed. I was sitting in my room, and my friends are telling ki why he will accept. He would be busy. He might be shy to come onto the screen, but you were not like that.
Oh, first of all, man, for your message, I was really excited. Okay. We have to make changes, right? I didn't come before camera ever.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. It's the first time before camera with you. So I thought like, why not break the thing? Okay. And do something new. So it is a new thing for me.
So, and one more thing is, you haven't asked my history.
Yeah.
So, you were not like, is he gonna do? So, you believed me blindly and you gave me the chance.
Yeah.
That was one more great part. I believe most of the students are ready to take almost all the input, output you're gonna give to them.
Yeah.
So, we are super excited for this podcast. Okay?
Yeah.
So, with this, let's start. So, first, let's start with your introduction.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Sajan Rajavanshi. I'm from Nepal. I'm a recent graduate from Parul University. I was a computer science and engineering student. It was a core, not any specialization. Okay. And proudly I got placed at OneCompiler with 27 LPA, which is, I am very grateful for that. So yeah, that's about me. If you wanted to know anything about me, then please.
I was interested. I wanted to just ask you about your family background. Anyone from tech?
Okay, so that's interesting actually. There hasn't been anybody from my family that have worked in a tech, but they have worked in medicine though. But currently they are engaged in business.
Okay.
So nobody there is right now that works in a tech. I'm the first one that I have to say proudly, I guess, maybe. So yeah, for now, yeah, I am the person in the tech in my family.
So you are going to be the first person who are going to be serving in the tech industry.
Yes, technically yes.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the interview process,
Yeah.
how it happened.
Okay, so in OneCompiler, so there were 3 steps in the interview.
Okay.
First of all, before we discuss about interview, I should say like I was referred by our mentor. Okay.
Okay.
So in our college, there was a mentor named, I don't know if I can name it here, but yeah, let's say there was a mentor,
Okay.
and he used to review our code on weekly basis. Okay.
Okay.
So what happened is he thought that I was good. Okay.
Okay.
So he referred me to OneCompiler.
Okay.
They were friends actually, to be honest. Yeah. So he referred me, and the OneCompiler reached me out for the interview.
Okay.
So I didn't know that somebody referred me, and I didn't know that they were going to reach me out. Okay.
Okay.
So it was all of a sudden, and they planned the interview, and there were 2 interview and 1 assessment.
Okay.
So the first one was like basic to medium level
Okay.
of computer science basics,
Okay.
and second one was little bit intermediate, and it also involved coding,
Okay.
some of the coding where I had to design an API and a lot of little bit of system design,
Okay.
and again intermediate to upper intermediate kind of computer science basics. Okay. Ideas. And then there was an assessment, which was like let's say they gave me a requirement. It was of code editor.
Okay.
They told me to make a code editor using OneCompiler iframe.
Okay.
So that was an interesting thing. I didn't know about iframe before.
Yeah.
So that was a place where I learned about iframe and how to use that.
Okay.
So it was an interesting thing for me too. So yeah, I had to do that. They provided me requirements PDF, and yeah, I did that.
So basically you're telling ki you got an opportunity, you have just grabbed it. You know?
Yeah, it was a luck as well. So yeah, I should say like yeah, I got lucky.
But you were ready, you don't know कि कल मेरे को opportunity आने वाला है. You don't know that. But
Yes,
whenever
yes.
the opportunity is there, so you just grabbed it. You have
Sure,
cracked
sure.
all the.
If somebody is giving you opportunity, why not? Why not? Like, it's over there, guys. Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you are telling कि your complete interest is on Munch Stack,
Yes.
right? So that made you to get into this.
Yes.
So like when you have started doing this Munch Stack.
Okay. Before 3rd year, I was doing everything.
Okay.
It is really interesting to me as well, because I was doing everything. Like I was doing ML, I was doing data science, I was doing development, I was doing system programming as well, and I was doing DSA and exploring. I was exploring everything.
Okay.
Just I was not sure like, which one I had to choose.
Okay.
Okay. So after 3rd year, I had to make decision, because doing everything little by little was not enough.
Okay.
It was not taking me anywhere.
Okay.
So I thought like, let's do one thing. Let's make a decision, a concrete decision, and do one thing and only thing. And if that does not change my like life, or if that field I chose doesn't take me anywhere, maybe later I can change. I can shift to something else, right?
Okay.
So yeah, that is where I decided let's do Munch Stack,
Okay.
because it was a really required stack, and there were a lot of job in Munch Stack, because there are too many new companies startup that's following the Munch Stack, except those .NET and Java Spring Boot.
Yeah.
So I thought that Munch Stack would be a good option, and I went with it. Yeah.
You have made some research, before taking that Munch Stack as a core thing, right?
Yeah, I did. I did.
You have made some research, and then you decided I should go with the Munch Stack. Basically, what happens is, in interview process, most of the companies, they ask for DSA. They ask regarding core subjects, most of the questions, and then they ask for projects, lots of things to do. But you have a clear cut कि मेरे को अब Munch Stack करना है perfectly.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's fine. I just wanted to ask before joining the university. So do you have a dream company in your mind? Because everyone does have, right?
Yeah, I did have it. Of course. So my dream company was Google, but I didn't think of joining it right away after bachelor's.
Okay.
It will be interesting to you as well. Actually, I was not thinking about placement in Parul. Okay. I was not preparing for that as well before joining Parul. Okay. So that came in my mind, like I have to grab a placement after 2nd year only.
Okay.
Okay, because I was thinking of going for the further studies,
Okay.
and suddenly in second year I knew like why to go for further studies if I can do something here only, because Parul was providing placements, right? And I was seeing our seniors. They were our seniors. I asked them as well, how it is going, how the placements are going, what are the companies that are coming, है ना? So that's how I knew like yeah, I have a chance. Why not take it? Yeah. It's again, yeah, it's just again about chance only. So I thought that yeah, there is a chance. Maybe we should try it. So yeah, I tried it.
So it was like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah,
So it was like first year you have some plan.
yeah,
In the second year, it got somewhat changed.
yeah.
In third year, you took some core decision. Then finally, you got stepped into some
yes,
level.
yes.
So okay, that's how your dream company journey. So what you're thinking forward, in the next 2-3 years, you will be working in the company, and then you have thought about something.
Yeah, so I just decided this thing just before a week maybe. You won't believe me. So what I decided is I'll be working with OneCompiler, and I will try my best to make it a better company in future. Yeah, so I would like to work with a OneCompiler as long as it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's get into some discussion of CGPA.
Yeah, okay.
So how do you manage these exams and this placement preparation parallelly? You said like you are exploring lots of things like ML and data science, all the things, right? So how do you manage time, and how much importance you give to both placement preparation and this semester exams?
Okay. I have to think. Let me see. I have to go through my routine. Okay. So while I was in college, it was automatic, to be honest. Okay. Actually, I went to college. I didn't skip any class, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't skip any class. Yeah, 100% attendance. Yeah, if the attendance is going low, it's not because of me. It's because of the teacher that didn't give me attendance. Okay. Yeah. So you should take that in note. Yeah. So I didn't miss any classes. So how I did it? See, teachers are always taking classes. Okay. If you're not skipping any class, you are learning the thing in the class only, in the class time only. Okay. And then all the rest of the time is free for you. Right? So I had that, like, I'm introvert, to be honest. So I didn't have anybody to talk. And if somebody is talking to me, it is irritating to me, because somebody is talking to me. Okay. Unless it is an important thing, of course.
Okay.
Unless it is an important thing, I will not spend talking to somebody. I will not spend any time talking to somebody. I will not spend time going to the events. So I think if I'm keeping all these things aside, I'm having plenty of time to do my things. So I watch YouTube videos. I go through docs. I research about new things that comes out. So that's how I keep up to date with the technology myself. And but the same way we also learn the technologies. So see, Monstack, I didn't start learning it before third year.
Got it.
Okay, I was just researching about system designs, data structure algorithms. So that's how. And talking about CGPA, okay, it is easy to manage. I'm not so sure how easy it will be for you as well or other persons, but it's not that difficult if you're paying attention. See, getting a good CGPA in university is not difficult. You can definitely get it. If you are paying attention to only the syllabus they are teaching you, then maybe it could be difficult, because it's not only the syllabus that you have to learn.
Got it.
There is a movie 3 Idiots, you already know that, right?
Yeah.
Get the knowledge, guys. Get the knowledge. CGPA will come behind you. It's like that.
So
yes,
most of the people think 8.5 is going to be the safe point. 8 point CGPA will be the safe. Can I ask your CGPA? You can.
Yeah, of course. My CGPA till 7th semester, because 8 semesters usually still pending. It was 8.83.
Nice. 8.83 is like master class.
No, not really. I will tell people who are having better than me, actually.
Yeah. In Parul, what point do you think is the threshold कि इसके बाद वाला तो select हो ही जाएगा वैसा?
Okay. Company does not hire on the basis of CGPA in the
Yeah.
first place. Okay, so but CGPA is important
वो
in the sense
filter.
that they filtered it
हाँ.
because there are a lot of students in nowadays scenario. Okay,
4,000.
so so if you are in that mass, so there should be something to distinguish you, right? So CGPA is one of them.
Okay.
It's not the only. This is the one of them. So it's easier actually.
Okay.
And a lot of company also says that the person or the candidate who is having like 80% or lower cannot apply for that
Yeah.
position, right? So those things does happen.
Okay.
So it's important. Like usually what they say is it's 70 above.
Okay. 7 point.
Yeah,
plus.
some companies are there who has set for 20 plus LPA packages. They say that they may say 80
Okay.
all along.
Okay.
Not even you cannot have below 8 in any semester. It's also
Okay.
like that. So it really depends upon the company only.
Got it.
If you're talking about the requirement of the CGPA,
Huh.
but having 8 above in throughout the semesters is always good.
Okay.
So, but also there is a thing like if you will be doing bachelor's once in your life, right? So why not do it properly? Because that
True.
degree is going to be with you,
Yeah.
behind you, right? The whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that.
Okay. So ultimately the thing is, companies will be filtering that CGPA. So just try to be ahead of, if 4,000 is the strength, try to be in first 1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say
So that will help, right?
Yeah, but again, not all company does that. Some company doesn't care about CGPA as well.
Okay.
So it's up to company only because it's company who are hiring people, right? Who wants them? So yeah, it's from them.
Okay. Now let's talk about all the things. Like if I want to go to the interview, let's say I am first year student, I have no knowledge about all these things.
Okay.
I want to know कि क्या होने वाला है इंटरव्यू में, मतलब first round, second round, मतलब you can tell like generally what happens. So I was not yet there, right? So I think you have some experience. You
Yes,
have been
yeah.
applied.
Yes, I do have experience.
Huh.
So yeah, if you are applying on campus placements, so there will be multiple steps. There may be a aptitude test or a coding test.
Okay.
It can or both.
Okay.
So it really depends upon company again.
Okay.
Company may take aptitude test and then coding test and then GD as well and
Okay.
personality test and technical interview and HR interview, or some company may have double technical interview or coding test after technical. So it really depends upon the company. But usually what happens is they take aptitude,
Okay.
they take GD,
Okay.
they take technical interview,
Okay.
or there may be coding interview as well,
Okay.
and then there is HR.
Got it.
Yeah, so these are the steps. So there
So-
could be some multiple steps between those as well.
Okay. So in each round, aptitude we know, basic mathematics.
Yeah, basic mathematics.
You need to be very quick with numbers.
Yes,
That's
very
it. And next, a group discussion. You will be given some random topic.
good. Yep.
You need to talk in the crowd. That's it.
Yes.
And in the third one, technical interview. Person will be sitting with you. Then he will ask some questions, right?
Yeah, questions, and they may ask you to write some code as well on paper.
Okay. So that will be based on these core subjects also.
That will be
technical
based
interview.
on they will only ask about the subjects only.
Okay.
Around the subjects. If they want something else, no, see, it depends upon job description actually.
Okay.
So if job description says you need PHP, then they will ask PHP.
Got it.
Yeah.
So mostly, we person should be clear with core subjects like DBMS,
Yes.
operating system.
They really have to be clear about those things because if you're going, if you're targeting higher packages, these are the things that you have to master.
Okay. So almost every MNC asks for these core subjects, I believe.
Yep. Every.
Yeah. So you need to brush up कि अभी मेरा DBMS हो गया मैं छोड़ देता हूँ वैसा नहीं चलता ना.
No, there are too many things that you don't know about. Like you won't know until you like realize it.
Okay.
We'll get to know it. Okay.
So
Because it's impossible. There are too many things in tech.
so these are the subjects की operating system, the DBMS, and then data structures and algorithms,
Yeah.
computer network.
Computer, yeah.
So these 4 subjects are lifetime subjects.
Yep, it's
BA.
lifetime subject.
Yeah. Being a software engineer, we need to be there.
Yep.
Every company is going to ask that. Recently, Google has released jobs for 2026 batch, means our batch. So I don't think you got that opportunity.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That is good for you guys.
So for our batch, they have released and they have asked for Linux and computer network. Yeah, they focused on core subjects actually.
Yep, they will. Actually, they are well knowledgeable about, like, yeah, people are taught these things, so they should be good at these things. And it is also the thing that we require while making an application, because you have to take care of a lot of things like security, computer network. So while you building something, you should know these things as well, on which is working behind the code you write.
Okay.
So yeah, this is important, really important.
And one more thing is, let's say I got hired as a software developer. Let's assume that. Let's say I have been in that work for 1 to 2 years. It might happen ki after that I should switch the thing, that department. Might happen, right?
Might happen. Well, it might happen, yes.
With time, we should keep on learning the things.
Yes, with time you should keep it. For example, I'll give you an example. So before I got placed in OneCompiler, okay, I was applying off campus as well.
Okay.
So I got selected as a software engineer again, software engineer intern in Sprouto. It's Sprouto Info Solution. Okay.
Okay.
So they offered me an intern position over there. So they were working with .NET.
Okay.
And I didn't know anything about .NET before joining the company.
Okay.
And I learned it from there only.
Okay.
So I learned there, and I started working in a live project because it was a startup. I worked on a lot of things. I worked on authentications. I worked on Stripe. I worked on API development. I worked on .NET, NBC, and a lot of things.
Okay.
I explored a lot. I also explored JPA as well.
Okay.
So I was the one who published the JPA application for that Sprouto company. They had two products actually, GrowBy and RoboFi. So I was the one who published the JPA application of GrowBy.
Nice.
So yeah, you should learn as you go, guys, because if you can learn, right, there's nothing nothing stopping you from learning anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So ultimately, if you're a learner, so it might take some time, but definitely we are gonna reach some good spot.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we are actually in technical round. तो उसके बाद coding round. Okay. Coding round will be around DSA only.
Well, that again depends upon company.
Okay.
Company may decide to ask you to make APIs. Like my friend was asked to make an API, make multiple APIs for cloud operations.
Okay.
On the technology that he was working for, and I was asked, like, other friend, not let's not talk about me. I was asked to make an API as well only.
Okay.
But other friend was asked DSA questions.
Okay.
So cannot say. It depends from
might
company.
happen.
Because if the requirement for the company is DSA, then they will ask you DSA only.
Okay. So is there any chance? Let's say I'm applying for web development role. Might it happen ki they will be asking DSA questions to me?
Yeah.
It may happen.
Yeah, it may happen.
Oh my god. So we cannot decide ki if I want to do web development, I should leave DSA. So we should take them parallelly.
No, yeah. So you should take them parallelly only, always.
Okay.
DSA, it doesn't teach you just data structure and algorithms.
Okay.
It teaches you problem solving, man.
Okay.
So that's really important while you code. You'll realize it when you're fast with the code, okay? Because while you are coding, like let's say you are making an API for searching something in the database, okay?
Okay.
So if you know how to search, okay, if you are writing in GET API that requires to search, and you are hitting multiple times the same API, so you may decide to cache it.
Okay.
So how do you do that if you don't know DSA?
Got it.
Right? So yeah, caching, hashing, a lot of things. Like in authentication, we do hashing. So you really need to know these things.
Okay.
And so if you know DSA, so you can know the proper like efficient way to do the same thing. Yeah. So
ultimately, we should learn DSA not to crack the placement. We should learn DSA so that it is gonna be useful in every field.
Yes.
No matter web development, software development, it's gonna build up logic kind of thing.
Yep. It will make you faster with the code.
So that's why companies ask for DSA. Got it.
I'm not so sure if the company asks the DSA for that purpose, but you really realize it when you do it. Okay. So when you code sidewise, it's your muscle memory that you do the same thing while writing the software as well.
Okay.
So it's really like that.
Got it. So finally we will be done with the coding and then HR call, right?
Yes.
So in the HR call, what happens?
So in HR call, they are basically testing your personality. Sometimes they are just asking basic questions about your origin, and
Okay.
it's about psychological test, I guess.
Okay. So not like technical or
No,
anything
they
like
may
that.
ask you technical as well. It doesn't really matter. It's upon HR. If the HR is from technical background, he may test you like, let's have some test on that guy. Okay, so it can happen anything. It's a human, guys. It's not a systematic test. So yeah, human can do anything he wants. So yeah, anything.
So it was like, if you are, let's say, if I am going to company, the thing is I should be perfect with the thing.
Yes.
I don't expect कि इस round में तो ये होने वाला है. So I'm gonna keep rotating throughout that. Not like that, right? So
Not like that.
I should be perfect and then I should enter into the room.
Yes, but that won't be a problem for you actually. If you are good at what you do, okay, it won't be a problem. Like that won't bother you at all.
Got it.
Yes, whatever the question comes, okay, you answer it.
I wanted to ask about how much time have you spent in DSA?
Well, that's an interesting question actually. Okay, so you really have to spend time on DSA as well. As I say, like it's very important part. So if you know DSA, it will help you while you code.
Got it.
So what happens is, so what I did, I'll say, you may be knowing about lead code, right?
Yeah.
So before lead code, I did HackerRank. It's okay. So while I was learning C++, I learned it from HackerRank because it has a lot of questions in a sequence that you can practice to learn C++.
Got it.
And I also want to suggest one thing. Whenever you're learning some new technology, do not go through YouTube first of all.
Okay.
If you really don't understand something on that particular topic from that technology, then maybe you refer to YouTube videos. Otherwise, you go through documentations of that technology.
Okay.
Because what happens is, if you're going through YouTube videos, it really depends what the person in the videos is speaking. If he is skipping some topic, you won't know. And it really depends upon how fast the person is talking in the video, right?
Okay.
But if you're going to document, you won't miss anything. And it really depends upon your speed, how fast you can study.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get back to C++ and HackerRank. So yeah, I started learning C++ in HackerRank, and I started solving problem over there to learn C++. Okay. I didn't know C++ before. I just started solving problem.
Okay.
So that's how I learned it.
So
and I suggest the same thing to all the guys as well to learn. If you are learning any language, just start solving problem.
Okay.
It will help a lot and it will be faster. Okay. And I started solving problem in HackerRank. Before that, I solved around 50 or 80 questions in HackerRank before I moved to LeetCode. I didn't know about LeetCode, to be honest. Okay. So after HackerRank, I thought like there could be some other coding platform as well. So I started researching and I found LeetCode because it was on top. Okay. So yeah, I started doing LeetCode from that day on. In the beginning, I didn't do much. It was just 2 or 3 questions, and I stopped it for like a year.
Okay.
I started second year, to be honest. Okay. I started LeetCode on second year, and I skipped it for like a whole year. The third year was gone, and the second year was gone actually, and then third year I started again it on third year. Okay. And I did it continuously. So currently I'm not doing it, but while I was doing it, I had the streak of 365 days in LeetCode.
1 year.
In one, yeah, it's 1 year continuously.
Oh my god.
And I did over 600 plus questions. So that's my experience, and I really suggest you do the same. If you're practicing DSA or any problem solving, then I really suggest you do a question each day. That really keeps you on the line actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the thing with DSA is, most of the questions, you can't get that idea ki how to solve this question, right? You will be stuck somewhere.
Yes.
So what do? You have maintained 365 days of streak, that was really amazing, and might possible ki today's question jo bhi aapka hai, so you might get stuck. Then what you do?
Yeah, a lot of time actually. A lot of time. I got stuck a lot of time because while I started it, I didn't know about DSA. I didn't know DSA existed as well. Okay. So yeah, I started problem solving directly because DSA was basically on 6th semester, I guess, and I started doing that before that. Okay, I started solving problem before that, so I didn't know a lot about DSA because well, I don't know about that, how I didn't know, but yeah, I didn't know about DSA and started solving it. And when I got stuck, now it really depended like how much time I did have at that time. So while I had time, like maybe 3 hour or 4 hour I had, then I will go through a YouTube video, because knowing the flow or knowing the idea of some problem, it's always better to watch video for that case. Okay, so I watched video, I knew the idea how to solve that problem, and come back and try it. If I fail again, I go watch video again, just to see what I missed, and do it again. And versus when I didn't have time, I go through the solution that it's already posted in lead code. So I'll be frank, I did cheat sometime, because while it was late night, I was busy somewhere and I couldn't do the problem. I just copy and paste the problem and submit it, just to maintain my streak. Because see, it was not because I wanted to cheat. Okay, it was because to maintain my motivation, to keep the streak alive. Later on in future, I had to do that, because if I break the streak right now, I won't be doing it in future. So that was my motivation, and I did that way.
So the thing is, what I believe regarding DSA is, it's not about solving the question. It was not about seeing all test cases are passed.
Yes.
I don't think that was actually the purpose of DSA. So lots of questions we see on lead code is to understand the concept.
Yes.
So let's take example of trees.
3
traversals in order, pre-order, post-order.
Yes.
Class में आएगा 5 minutes concept खत्म.
Yes, it's just.
But when you get into the lead code,
yes,
they are gonna give almost 50 to 60 questions only based on traversals.
A lot of actually.
Yeah. So every question, it's gonna open up a new door.
Yep.
To in order, pre-order, how both are linked. It was about understanding the concept.
Yeah, you understand the concept, and they also ask you to apply those concepts. So there will be different scenarios for that particular concept. So you will be solving around that concept only.
Got it.
So yeah, those are important. So you get to know the concept.
So it's all about learning the concept through the lead code.
Yes.
So actually, I have maintained 100-day streak. Coming to the DSA only. So I have solved over 100 questions, and I would say कि I have solved 25 questions on my own. So that too, I had a basic idea on those concepts. That's why I was able to solve. And remaining 75 questions, I truly, tell you. So that 75 questions I was not able to solve. After seeing the video solution, the most optimal approach, I was very, very far away from that. But the thing is, now I have 75 tools in my bag.
Yes.
So all 100 tools. Whenever I see the problem in future, definitely I will take that tool and I will apply to that.
Yep, that's how you do. It will help you. Now you know those tools, you can apply it anywhere you want, right? So it's not just coding, it's your basic life as well. So yeah,
it was all about finding the patterns and the things.
Yeah.
So main thing is to maintain the consistency. First thing is DSA little boring. If you don't maintain this consistency kind of thing, means let's say I have learned a concept today and I haven't applied on any of the questions in 1 week, most of high probability ki we will be losing that concept.
Yeah, surely. If you're not applying, if you haven't coded anything on that concept, you will lose it very soon.
Got it.
It's always important to code.
Okay.
Because having the concept and coding it is entirely different thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it is really, really advisable to do it.
So I believe that's all about the DSA. We have talked a lot about DSA. Now I want to ask some very important question. I believe audience will be waiting for this question, and that was, assume yourself as a first year student. Okay. So what would you do based on the current trends? Let's say juniors are gonna come in next 2 months. So what would you suggest to them? They have 4 years. Break down those concepts, what to learn in first year, second year, kind of.
Well, interesting. Okay, so let's assume I am the first year. I joined BTech just now, say. So first of all, what happened with me is I didn't do much in first year. Okay, not at all. I will explore technologies. But not coding. I didn't do coding. I did coding before my joining actually. While in 11th and 12th grade, I used to do coding in Python.
Okay.
The first language I learned was Python.
Okay.
I used to do coding in that. And while after joining BTech, I didn't do any coding for first year.
Okay.
And if I am the one to change it,
Hmm.
then what I would do is like do DSA.
From the first year only.
Yeah, from the first year only.
Got it.
If I am to start, okay, if I am to start again, I will do DSA.
Okay.
Because once I have the catch on DSA, okay,
Hmm.
I can learn other things as well very fast.
Okay.
And also along with that, because doing DSA won't take you like 3 hour 4 hour in a day, and you have plenty of time in first year. Nothing happens in first year, you already know that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, after class you have plenty of time, so maybe you can give 3 hours for DSA. You watch video or do anything, but you'll know something if you're not wasting your time.
Okay.
If you're starting, you'll have plenty of time to learn. So maybe do slowly. So you have that option to go slow if you're starting early, right?
Yes.
But while you start later, it's really difficult to cope because there are too many things going on parallelly.
Yeah.
So if I am the first year student right now, I will do DSA side by side with all the exploration I did already. So that's my suggestion to myself, the new one who is like starting the BTech.
So then, now you came to the second year. So first year you have done the DSA. Second year now.
See, the DSA, as I said, I will continue it till I get placed.
Okay. For entirely.
Yeah, because DSA is such a thing like there is always a question that you cannot do. There will always be a question that you cannot do.
True.
As for me, okay, I know certain topic, I know certain concept, but still, if the question is on that, I may not be able to do it because I didn't see that question, or it's new to me, or I didn't realize that it was like on that concept. So it's never like you are done with DSA.
Okay.
You are always weak somehow in something. So continuously, if I do it, it will be a muscle memory. So yeah, first year to last year till I get placed.
Then when would you start web dev?
Web dev. So it doesn't take long to learn web dev actually if you are good at technology. So to learn web dev, if you know system design, if you know all the basic concept that falls under computer science like database, computer networks, right? So if you know these things, web development won't take long to learn. It will mostly take 3 months in max, or
Max
6
3
months in max. So it really depends upon how fast you can learn. So yeah, how much you know about this basic concept of computer science, you learn better.
Okay. Then let's say you got some technologies to explore.
Yeah.
So you will when will you spend time on that? In which year?
Okay. So if you're trying to explore new technologies, I say for first year, if I was a new person, I would do the same that I did. I explore all the technologies. Okay. Because I wanted to know about all the technologies that I have option with.
Okay.
So that I can decide where to go.
Okay.
So I explore all the technologies in first year and second year as well actually. And after third year, when I went to third year, there was segregation test in our college, as you know. And then I decided to take one technology.
Okay.
That was Munstack. I made my mind. Yeah, let's take Munstack. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the first year student, you will be doing entire DSA.
Yes.
Second year you will be going with web dev. So whenever you get some kind of interest in some technology, you will be keep on exploring that.
Yeah. See, I want to suggest something. Like if you're new to CSE, computer science, I suggest you explore things.
Okay.
Because you won't know until you explore it. So for first year, let's explore it. Or if you already know which to take, you have already explored it. It's always good to start early again. Okay. So DSA you have started, and if you are certain that I have to do this, you start doing that in the first year only.
Okay.
So if you're not certain, then explore all the things, see what fits for you, and then start it from second year. Or if it is before, if you took 6 months for research, then you can start from after 6 months maybe.
Okay. So that's all for the first year students. Let's say now I'm in second year. First year zero knowledge.
Okay.
So what would you suggest?
Okay, so let's assume that you didn't do anything in first year.
Okay.
You know nothing about computer science.
That was my case.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so it's again same thing. DSA will always be there. Okay, and along with that, now it really depends if you have explored and you know what you are doing or what you are going to do. If you know what you're going to do, you start doing that again.
Okay.
If you don't know, though then you really have little time,
Okay.
because you really have to explore things as well, and then decide on that.
Okay.
So exploration will not take long actually, but now really depends how deep you explore things.
Okay.
Because if you are in first year, you can explore something in deep. Like like first, for example, when I started learning ML, I learned NumPy, Pandas, that I don't know right now, to be honest. Okay, I have to go through documentation again to use those libraries. Okay, but if you are in first year, you can learn in depth, and then decide, okay, yeah, it's good for me, it's not good for you, or something like that. Okay, if you're in second year, you won't get that option, because you will be wasting your time if you're not taking that, right? So going from surface on all the technologies is better, because understanding what you like is really important.
Okay.
So, yeah,
directly, somewhat like if you keep on wasting your time in exploring the campus and wasting the time, you will be getting less time to explore the technologies actually which build your career.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So coming to third year, done. No exploration. Go with DSA, web dev, get placed first. That will be the priority.
Yes, the priority will be that, because I have seen a lot of my friends who started in third year as well, because they didn't care before that. Okay, I don't know if they didn't care or they wanted to enjoy their life. Okay, it's important, guys. I enjoyed my life as well in Parul. It was beautiful life. I played football. Okay, like it was a best time in my life, I say, with friends. Okay, and see, if you are in third year and you haven't explored anything, it's still not late actually, to be honest. You can still do, just like me. I started DSA, but now how much time you have to give is really different now, because you don't have much time, right?
Yeah.
Previously you could make it slow. Now you have to really work on that.
Okay.
Day and night. So not day and night, it really depends how you learn fast, how fast you learn actually. So yeah, it's really dependent upon you how fast you can learn, or if you're learning fast, then maybe you'll have to work less, or if you're learning slow, then you have to give more hours on that.
Yeah.
Maybe work overnight.
Got it.
When needed actually, not always, when needed. Yeah,
so being in third year,
it's
learning
complicated.
nothing, but chances are there, right?
There are chances, guys. There are chances. My friends have learned from third year and they have cracked the placement, man.
Got it. Okay, so what do you think about off-campus placements? Have you tried off-campus placements?
I have tried a lot of actually. So there was a time when I was actually frustrated about my future. Well, where I was not getting any company or any reply from the company. Okay, I applied over 200 companies offline, off campus. Sorry, off campus. So yeah, what I did is I applied in LinkedIn, I applied in Indeed, Naukri, Internsala, and many others that I don't even remember. Okay, so what I would do is, there was a routine, like before I sleep at 12 o'clock, I would apply at least 10 companies.
Okay, from which year have you started doing this?
It's from 7th semester.
7th semester.
The starting 7th semester.
Okay.
So yeah, I started applying like that. Sometime I got the reply, you are not appropriate candidate for our company.
Okay.
Such things. And sometimes I didn't get the reply. Most of the time we don't get reply. So and sometimes I also got reply like, do this assessment and we'll look into it. Okay. So what happened is, I didn't like those things, because what that was like is, they were not like, I would lose the interest over time on that particular company who gave me the assessment, because the stipend is less. I'm not happy with, and too many things. Like I got like, now I changed my mind later, right? So those things. But luckily there was a company called Sprout. I already explained about that, right? So off campus Sprout, they gave me the chance, and really happy with that. I really appreciate Sprout. Okay, they really gave me the chance, and without knowing the technology, I got into it. So in conclusion, I applied a lot of companies off campus.
Okay.
200 plus.
Yeah.
And I got one company that thought like I would be a good candidate.
Okay. So, and one more thing I want to ask is, you have started from 7th semester.
Yeah,
right?
applying. Yeah, to apply.
And then what do you think about your resume at that time? Means have you kept some certifications, projects you have done? What do you think your resume will be stand out from the crowd?
I don't think my resume will stand out from the crowd, but what I think is to begin a career as a software engineer, you should have some bare minimum things.
Okay.
So in your resume, in terms of in resume, okay. So one thing is you should have projects,
Okay.
at least 3 projects,
Okay.
and at least one of them should be a full stack project.
Okay.
I'll suggest that
Hmm.
because it's really important that like your recruiter knows that you know things.
Okay.
Okay, and the full stack like represents that
Hmm.
a project which is done like from front to back and everything is done from scratch by you.
Hmm.
It is really beneficial.
Okay.
Okay, and certification I'm not so sure, man, because till now I have done like 10 interviews.
Okay.
Okay, and none of them asked me about certifications.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about internship?
Internship, okay. I suggest if you are having time, okay, and if you are getting the internship opportunity, you really have to do the internship because you learn a lot of things and a lot faster in internship than what you learn in college or by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're getting the opportunity for the internship, you really do it because you learn a lot faster, a lot of things.
So in the process of reviewing the candidates, do you think internship is gonna make difference or?
I think yes. Yes, because if I am the hiring person, okay, I am a CEO of my company. If say I start later, okay, I will really look into the person who is starting it. I mean, sorry, I will really look into the person like who is applying in my company, that he should have done some internship in that particular thing that I am hiring for.
Okay.
If that person have done that, it's a plus point for him, right? So yeah,
So
it is beneficial. Yeah,
it depends if other person is have already done internship, he will be getting some edge over there.
yes, he will have some edge, of course.
So yeah, can you talk about projects you have mentioned in your resume? What it does actually? How does it?
Okay, so the first project I'm very proud of is the clone of Slack clone. You must be knowing about Slack, right?
No.
It's a messaging platform. Okay, so I'm proud of my project, proud of that project. Actually, I made a clone of Slack.
Okay.
I used OneStack again, and I did the backend and the front end as well. Okay, so I tried to make the front end as similar as Slack, so you won't be able to distinguish between the UI of the Slack and my application.
So you have made that from the scratch?
Yes. So I have designed the system as well on the basis of my thinking. Of course, I didn't copy the Slack. I don't know what Slack does in the background, and I designed the system. I designed the authentications, and it will be interesting to you that you can message as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you can create workspaces, you can create channels, you can add person to channels, you can message them. It will be in real time.
Got it.
Yeah, so I use Socket over there.
Yeah, I was really interested in asking this. So you have made that from the scratch?
Yes.
So you don't know how actually backend is working. Generally what happens is most of the people, they follow tutorials.
Yes.
They make projects.
This is the thing actually. One of my friend used to do this, and I suggested him that, bro, you are wasting time doing this while you can do something from scratch of your own.
Okay.
And he tried my advice, and now he says the same thing like, bro, your advice really worked. Okay, while you follow somebody in a YouTube, right, you're not learning much.
Okay.
You're just following. So if you are doing from scratch, okay, you're like having a lot of problems. You'll face a lot of problems.
Okay.
And if you're facing problem, we are going to solve those. And if you're solving those, you're learning a lot of things.
Okay.
So getting problem is the important part actually.
So the thing is, I'm building from the scratch, let's say. So I will be getting lots of doubts because I don't know how actually backend is working. So there will be lots of things to explore. Might happen, I haven't tried that before. So happened with you, that kind of situations?
Yeah, see, if you are going through something like, there is always this situation in tech. There will be something that you won't know. Okay. So it's always like research. If you know something, you do it. If you don't know something, you research about it and find a way to do it. It is just like that.
So it was not like reading the question, going to the exam, and just putting over there.
No, not like that. Actually, you research. Guys.
Whenever we are doing the project, let's say I did not get some concept, go back there, study about there, and come and apply.
Yep, just like that.
So how much time does it take to complete the project?
A full stack project, it will, if it is not complicated, okay, it will probably take a month.
Okay.
Or maybe less than that. Really depends on how complicated it is. And if it's complicated, then maybe 6 months.
Okay. So how much time you have spent on that?
It was 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was in 3 months you have done, A to Z.
Yeah, A to Z, but still something is pending that I didn't do it. Actually. So yeah, after I did it like bare minimum of that application, a lot of things are not working actually. So yeah, I just made the UI.
Okay.
I was focused on UI and didn't get much time for the backend.
Got it.
And before the project ended, our training ended. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's still in that situation.
Okay, second project.
Second project, it's a landing page.
Okay.
It's a landing page. It was basically for design purpose, and our skills with CSS and HTML.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a landing page, and there's another one. It was a Python related project that I did in third semester.
Okay.
It was PyWhatKit and Google text to speech, something like that. I used those libraries. So the application was basically a window application, which used like you could like run applications just by typing the name. Like let's say you want to run Word, you just write Word and it will run it.
Okay.
And if you want to search something in Google, you can just write on there and it will search in Google. And you could speak to it as well, and it will speak to you as well. So yeah.
Okay. So generally it was not like you built really amazing for your project?
No, it was not a really amazing thing. It was just a basic application just to test like how good I am with the Python.
Got it. So you believe projects are just to show that you're genuinely interested in working, no need to copy?
No need to copy, yes.
Spend time and put it over there. That's
yes.
Okay. So now I want to ask, have you participated in any of the hackathons?
Yeah, I have participated. I have participated in 3 hackathons, I guess.
Okay.
And not I didn't win any of those actually, but I got into top 30 in Parul hackathon.
Okay.
You may be knowing it happens in Parul every year. And I got to top 30, and that was it actually. I didn't win on any of a hackathon out of 3.
Okay, so it was not all about winning, but again that will give you an edge.
It's about experience actually. When you go to the hackathon, okay, you know other people as well. You get exposed to other things, other people, how they react, how they do things, how they think. So I suggest you should go to hackathon.
Okay.
It's really important. It's really important.
First year student, don't miss any hackathon.
It's not about which year you are from. Okay. If you are from 11th or 12th as well, you may go it. You'll enjoy it actually.
Okay.
It's just the company you get there. Okay. You get to know like what other people thinks, how other people are, how they react, how they solve problems, and a lot of things.
So actually I have participated in one hackathon, but I haven't qualified in the first round, so that's why I did not get chance to explore what happens next and all the things.
Well, there are still time, guys. You can still participate in other hackathons.
Yeah, so that's about hackathon, and finally we will be taking some advice from you.
Okay. My advice, well, I suggest that you don't waste your time. Okay. Use your time to do something productive. Like for example, if you are like taking the class, just like I said, take the class in a proper way. Because you are wasting your time in the class if you are not paying attention, right?
True.
So why not use that time to gain the knowledge, and like you don't have to study the same thing that is taught in the class later on while using your time, right? So it's better to learn there only, right?
Okay.
So that's one thing. And enjoy your life as well.
Okay.
Be a good person, guys.
Okay.
It's really important. I have seen a lot of people who does not make high enough. I mean, does not go in high in their career just because they are not good enough.
Okay.
They are rude to people. they won't talk properly, and a lot of things.
Okay.
So being a good human being is more important than like growing in career. Actually, I suggest,
Okay.
even if you are in low in the career, being a good human being like really helps.
Okay.
You are like supporting the planet, guys, and these days it's really important.
Yeah, true. Guys, I'm really excited to know how it felt for you regarding this podcast. Let me know in the comment section. Share your experiences. If you need more such podcasts, subscribe to our channel and just mention in the comment. Thank you.